Ladies and gentlemen, recently, Arknights CN held a special livestream for the game's 5.5th anniversary. So here's the important thing you should know from the livestream. And keep in mind, most of the content from the livestream will be available to us global dwellers, roughly 6 months from now. Alright, to celebrate this event, we will get the second side story, that is set in Syracuse, and should be the continuation of Texas Alta debut event. This event will feature a new limited banner. With the limited 6-star is none other than Lappy Alta. For her 6-star Alta, Lappy is now a mecha cordcaster, with Zaro being her drone, I suppose. We don't have full details about the new operator's abilities yet, since they are not yet released and all. But this is what we got about Lappy Alta abilities from the livestream. Talent 1 allows her drone to gain the following effects after some time she is on the field. And for Talent 2, Lappy will increase the initial SP for all Syracuse operators when she is simply on the team, which should also works for herself. For Skill 1, the passive effect will give Lappy another drone. And once it's activated, the drone will randomly target non-moving enemies on the map, which they will lock onto a new target if it moves or is defeated. For Skill 2, it also increases the number of drones, increases attack and expands her range. However, the drones will now lock onto a random target until the target dies or the skill ends. And what makes it interesting is that the drones have some chance to inflict fear, making Lappy the second operator that can inflict this brand new debuff aftermath. For her last skill, it's a freaking fear-inducing wolves homing missile. Alright, that's all about Lappy's abilities for now. I will probably talk more about her once she's released, so stay tuned. Now let's see the standard 6-star in this banner. It's someone called Vulpes Foglia, who is apparently Suzerain's mother. So, Mama Fox is our newest 6-star Pioneer Vanguard. In her first talent, she has the ability to deal additional arts damage for 10 seconds to her current target. Activates for every first hit on each enemy, more or less like how Ina's talent works. And for the second talent, if she's on the field, DP generation speed will be increased, and recover HP every second, if she's not being attacked after some time. Seems like a talent that is similar to Thorn's recovery talent. For skills, Skill 1 seems to be simple enough. She will immediately generate DP, and her next attack will deal arts damage. And this skill can hold charges. For Skill 2, she will generate DP, now deal arts damage, hit multiple enemies, and can slow or stun her targets. And for Skill 3, she will generate DP, extend her range, increase attack and attack speed, with the latter will gradually decay. Can hit multiple enemies equal to block count, and each hit will inflict stun. But the most interesting part is that if she manages to defeat at least one enemy with this, she will gain a permanent camouflage until the next skill activation. We will also get a free 6-star in this event. And surprisingly, she's Crown Slayer. CS is our newest executor specialist. Her first talent allow her to pop a smoke near the area around her. That will reduce ground enemy physical and arts accuracy within. And talent 2 will increase the damage that enemy takes. But it only works to enemies that haven't attacked her. For her skills, Skill 1 will increase her attack, and now obtain some dodge chance. For Skill 2, she will stop attacking and her aggro reduced. Increase the effect of her talent 1, and deal physical damage to all enemies inside the smoke once the skill ends. And for Skill 3, talent 1 range will expand. CS will disappear into the smoke, and attacking enemies inside the smoke for every few seconds, while also stunning them. Moving on, for the remaining operators I'll keep it short. The gacha 5-star is Figurino, a merchant specialist that has an unlimited duration skill that also extends his range, and another skill that binds enemies. This update will also bring 2 new operators to the red search shop, and both of them have a brand new archetype. The 4-star is someone called Contrail. She is a specialist, and the new archetype she has is called Sky Ranger. This archetype is pretty much a flying unit, as they can fly and block some flying enemies. As for the 5-star, we have Philly. Her archetype is called Primal Protector, which is basically a defender that can inflict elemental damage, and also some way to counter them. Then some topic related to this limited banner. Much like in the current Walter banner, if you did 300 pulls in this banner, the game will give you Lappy Alter for free. The cost to spark Rosmontis in the shop is reduced, and expect Neon to get the same treatment in the upcoming Yansui event. New event isn't complete without some new skins, and we do get some of them in this event. As for the new module, Ritualist supporters will get their module in this update, as well as the new operators, and a new specialized module for Angie and Rosmontis. New operator Accord and Paradox Simulation. These are the new furniture. Rerun for Virtuosa debut event is announced, alongside Skinful Essing. And surprisingly, there's a base freaking update. Some of the highlighted new features in this update are shift change mechanisms. And you can now control an operator to make them move around the base and interact with furniture. And if I'm not mistaken, the base will also get expanded a little bit. Sanity cap will be increased, and some quality of life updates to SSS mode. Speaking of which, there's an announcement of the upcoming new game mode. I'm not entirely sure about the gameplay, but some people say it's auto chess. As for collaboration news, from what I see, other than some merge collab and that movie archive, there's no collaboration event akin to collab with Siege and Unjun Meshi. Lastly, there will be a function where you can add your birthday, and on that special day, you will receive some gifts. This also means all operators will have a new dialogue for birthday celebration, which I always find astonishing, considering how many operators we have right now. Not to mention the different VA for each language. That should be all. Adios.